Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I'm meadsyreplays and welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to have two battles for you today and how to 9k. Now this game from Devil from North you may have already seen today on Pantouf's channel, but I mean it's so much damage. I'm sure I've got subscribers that are not subscribed to Pantouf and vice versa. I'm sure Pantouf has got subscribers that are not subscribed to me. So with damage like this, I mean as much people as possible should be watching these kinds of games just to understand what they have to do to get these big damage. Now, I've named this how to 9k. Now, I'm still waiting how to freaking 8k. I still haven't 8k yet. And I mean, I haven't been, if I was to play as much as I used to, I'm sure now with the heavy buff, I would have got I definitely would have got 8k by now. And these damages are all coming because of that heavy buff. I mean, you're going to see it here. There's 3 heavies on the enemy team. Now, if this wasn't a heavy buff, if the heavy wouldn't have been buffed, then I think he would have not even got 8k. I don't know. It would be close, but we have to live with it. That is what has changed in the game. The heavies have got more hit points, and so there is more damage up for grabs. So Devil from North, he's in the Object 263, and it's one of the tanks that I'm actually trying to make a video of at the moment, because it's one of those tanks that used to be called overpowered, but you don't really see it no more. You don't really see too much of the Object 263 no more, although it's still a fantastic tank. It's still a great tank, and it is still called the YOLO wagon for a reason. You just go YOLO. You got the armor where when I come up against one of these, I struggle against it. But when I'm in it, it's just like no one bounces me. And it's just like, why? What am I doing wrong with the tank? Now, Devil from North, he's in the middle here on this map. And it's fantastic. A fantastic part of the map. And everyone should be here. Like, at least one teammate should be here. Because you can spot the entire team if they are crossing. So I love what he does here. He knows that the ST1 had pushed the mouse, so he's just gone to go and help him. I mean, he has taken a shot from the mouse, but of course now the mouse has the ST trapped. So Devil can just get some free damage into the rear, and he gets his first kill. So now that is 5 versus 6. As you can see, a lot of the team are around that left side of the map, but there is still a couple of tanks around this side. And now it is a 4 versus 6. There is a couple of tanks now. The E75 is going to push. There's still the IS7 there. He does have his ST, which was stuck, but I think he is now unstuck from the mouse, and he's now going to just get a HE shot into this E75 for his second kill. Now, he was going to flank around. It is 3 versus 5. He was going to flank around, but just as he does so, the IS7 does become spotted, and there also is a Leopard PTA there. So now that will be 2 tanks on this ST, who is just a one-shot. I mean, I do apologise for that stupid motorbike, if you did hear that. I do apologise. So now again, he's been very, very lucky. And of course, to get the damage that he gets, you have to be up against some dummies. And he has been very lucky that this ST actually taken the attention of 3 tanks. It took the attention of the mouse, and it now took the attention of these 2 tanks. So Devil was not being focused whatsoever. So there is his 4th kill, and the E100 on his team is just about to die, but just look at the hit points still available. He does still have to be very careful, because both of these tanks are very, very good tanks. They're very powerful tanks, and they both pack a big alpha shot. So he needs to get some damage before he does get rushed. Now I think that was, I'm not sure if, yeah, that was the Object 268 who decided to fire HE, and he does get shot from the T92E1, who had actually played a pretty decent game. Now the E1, the T92E1 is pushing forward, but these 2 guys, to be honest, they need to push together. Instead, he is going to use the missiles, which fair enough, he does hit, but unfortunately it does bounce, and that is now 1900 block damage. And just as I see this E1 pushing, I thought, why are you pushing? But then I see the Object 268. So they do a good push. It is a great push, and that was perfect timing. Unfortunately for the red team, the object's 268 doesn't manage to pen. So he's now a one-shot. He has to get this E1. He's not going to reload in time. He has to bounce. He has to. But luckily for him, the E1 is shooting HE. He's shooting HE, and he does get the bounce. Now, it's just going to take one shot, but just as the object 268 pokes over, he is reloaded, and that is the best thing about the 263. The rate of fire is absolutely amazing. 9,567 damage. He makes some credits as well. Top Gun, high caliber. He gets 6 kills, and of course he does get the ace. 2,079 base XP, and I thought that E1 had a pretty good game. I mean, he would have got nearly 5k damage if he wouldn't have shot HE at the end there. So well played, Devil. Thank you for sending me that in. Next up, we have the Death Star, and it is driven by Relentless. Now, I am on record to say that the Death Star is now a stupid shit tank, and if you look at on Wargaming's Discord server, every sort of month or every couple of, I think it's every month, they post the stats of the tanks and how well they're doing. Now, the Death Star by far is doing the worst in tier 10. It is just absolutely doing shocking according to its stats. That doesn't mean that you can have a few good games. Now, again, I'm making a video about being an effective sniper, and I played the Death Star for one game. I aced it, and I am going to add that. But then I got sent this, and I thought, you know what? I'm just going to put it in with this other, this 263 battle, because even though I no longer really like the Death Star, it's not the same as it once was. It still packs that big alpha shot, so you can still do damage. When I'm in it or when I'm up against it, I do try and focus the Death Star, because you don't want to be shot from a Death Star. And for me, RNG is never on my side. When I shoot the HE, it always low rolls, or I just hit something that I'm not supposed to hit, and it does hardly any damage. But straight away for Relentless, he gets nearly 1,300 damage for his first shot in the game, and now he's going to focus on the E75 there. 1,038 hit points, and again a nice roll there, 983. So that's 2 shots, 0 kills, but he is on 2,200 damage. Now this game, he is only going to have 9. He's going to have 10 shots, but 9 of them pen. And you're going to see why at the end of the game, why I do mention that. And this is why people don't like this tank. This is why people have never liked the tank in the first place, because of that big alpha shot. It can make all the difference. Now, this kind of shot should not happen. That should not happen. With the accuracy of this tank, there is no way you should be hitting that shot. It should be going way over or way wide. And he even sets him on fire, doing nearly, 1,500 damage. And even there, that never, says the Death Star. So now, 3,700 damage. There's still a lot of damage. There's still a lot of hit points to get through. There is still 4 tanks left alive. So now he's going to rush the E50 with the bat chat. Again, he has the Hesh loaded, and as soon as he comes around the corner, there is goodbye E50. So that puts him now on 2 kills and 5,000 damage. And when you can get these Hesh shots out, you'll be surprised at just how much damage you can end up with. And sometimes if you don't look at the banner, you wait until the end of the game and you're like, wow, how did I get that damage? But again, he's going to go for the Pagetto, a nice roll as well, 1,379 roll, and that puts him now on 6.5k damage. So every shot is just vital, because now that Pagetto is a one shot, it's 16 HP, he has to be very careful. But of course, he's not going to be careful. He is going to rush the Death Star just as the Death Star is loaded, and now Relentless can take him out for his 3rd kill. Now just leaving 2 tanks left alive. Now, of course, he should not win this game. He should not win this game. He does get lucky towards the end with the bat chat, but he should not win this game. Now, the bat chat is juicy. I mean, look at that hit points. He's got the Hesh loaded. He just wants that shot, but unfortunately gets there. He just manages to get him, but he does low roll. So that puts him, but that does put him on 7,000 damage. So I'm sure he would be pretty happy if the last E100 on his team takes the kill. But the E100 is AFK, but that is absolutely perfect for him because he can do stuff like that. 1107 roll into the side of a Foch, and that now puts him up to 8,200 damage. Now the Batchat had a good game, and he does exactly the right thing here. He knows that the E100 is AFK, so he's got from 3 damage, and while he goes for the reload, and as soon as he goes for the reload, he's now ignoring that E100 and he's going for the deathstar, which is perfect, which is what he should do in this situation when you're a 1 versus 2. Unluckily for Relentless, he misses that shot. Now if the Batchat was to rush, take his time, he would be able to clear him with the 3 shells that he does have. He misses the first, well, he bounces the first one, he gets the second one, and now he's a 1 shot. It's going to be very, very tough for Relentless to even get the traverse. I mean, the turret doesn't turn fully. The Batchat just needs to think about what he's doing and I wouldn't say rush, but he does rush and he does pay the ultimate price. 5 kills, lovely win, and 9,200 damage. 30,000 credits earned, Top Gun, high caliber, and of course he gets the Radleys as well. So it was nice to receive a couple more 9,000 damage games. You don't see many, but as I've said before, you're going to see much, much more of these kind of damage games going forward. So I hope you enjoyed it, guys. I'm meadsy69, and I'll catch you all soon. Bye-bye. With